Hey everybody, I haven't done a traversing grief for ages. People who've been following me for a while know that my younger brother passed at the age of 35 suddenly on the 18th of November last year. So I was doing a series of videos about grief. But obviously those videos were in the earliest days of grief. What I will say is 7 months on, it's just over 7 months now. It doesn't get easier, and just because I'm spiritual doesn't mean that I don't miss the person. I understand the aspects of, we know it's like a transition, we know death is not real in the spiritual sense, but I want people to not bypass their grieving when they're spiritual with ideas that, yes, we do know. I know as a medium, I speak to people who have passed. That doesn't mean that makes it easier for the person who is hearing from their loved one from the other side. And the aspect that I wanted to talk to today about grief is, in my brightest moments, I can celebrate the life of my brother. I can talk without crying. I can talk to him. In my saddest moments, I think about things like, I hope my mum doesn't have to go through anything like this again. I hope that we don't have to, but then I know that loss has to happen, that when we resist loss, we resist rebirth, and that's where the struggle comes in. And then I look at my children and I think things like, imagine I had them and then they're going to have to go through all these losses and the pain too. And and this is not things being negative, this is me being honest about thoughts that come up during grief, so that other people who are traversing grief don't feel like they're having to hide the fact, because they're spiritual, that everything has to be okay. It isn't always okay. Sometimes as a human we hurt. If you've loved someone I loved my brother for 35 years. Of course, as a human, his loss is going to hurt. I can celebrate that he's gone to a better place spiritually, but as a human, it hurts like hell. So please let yourself actually grieve and don't bypass it with spiritual concepts and spiritual ideas, because what will happen is it comes back to bite you on the ass much later, because the human side still will struggle. Be a human first. So you came here to live a human experience, so let that happen first and then back it up with the spiritual. Namaste.